Hi, Brad, product specialist here at Kinsey, and today we're going to walk through turning on training mode in Blue Vantage. And one of the big benefits of utilizing Blue Vantage as a standalone monitor and running all of our Blue Drive planners is the built-in training mode to help refresh your memory and of course walk through new features. Once you turn the display on, and again, the nice part about training mode is it can be hooked to the planner or not. It really doesn't matter. Whatever situation you're in, so you can have it in your office or have it in the tractor cab. We can go in and turn training mode on by going under our settings tab on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side of our options, you can see towards the bottom, there's a training mode selection. If we select that, it gives us several options. Training mode allows you to select which style of planter you have, whether it's a front fold or pivot fold like a 3665. So deciding on which style of planter you so choose, we're going to leave it on front fold as a default. The one option at the bottom is GPS playback. And what that allows the system to do is provide you a predefined GPS track that really simulates somebody driving for you, so you can really get the full interaction of training mode and really feel what it's like driving through the field. So I'm going to turn GPS mode on. Planner model we're going to leave as a front fold, and then we're just going to turn training mode on. Once you do that, if you're connected to the planner, it will disconnect from the planner and just run training mode all by itself. And as you can see, we now have our status bar at the top of the screen. At the bottom though, this box has come up and of course it says training mode, and there's two options in that box. The first one is toolbar position, which allows you to decide, is the toolbar raised like you're turning on the end, or of course is the toolbar down like you're planting through the field. And you can toggle that up and down to kind of get a feel for how the screen changes, what options come up, those type of things. The next one is simulating GPS. And in our example, since we turned GPS on in training mode, there's not a selection to turn it on and off. Really, that'd be the recommended scenario of operating training mode. If you do not turn GPS on, this really allows the tractor to start and stop. But again, GPS mode kind of takes that guesswork out of it and just gives you a desired track. The other nice part about this feature is there's a small or a minimize option in this dialog box in the upper left-hand corner. If you select that minimize option, it does exactly that, minimizes it out of the way to really give you the most viewing option like you would see going through the field. And of course it minimizes down to that lower right-hand corner. You press on it again and it opens it up. Just to show you some of the items that you get into training mode, it's very similar to, again, you operating it in the field. So if I start a plant task, for example, if I go to plant, we can see here that we still haven't set up our GPS receiver setting. So again, it's simulating exactly what you would get with a new display right out of the box. Once you set these items up in training mode, and I'm just putting measurements in here so we can get past the screen, you are able to, or those values are saved, so you don't have to do it every time. Once I get in here, I get to my standard task setup. I'm not going to change anything here. I'm just going to go right to the plant screen, and it says, hey, this is the first time you're planting corn. Yes, I'm going to go plant, and you can see we're now driving through the field. So again, just like you would be using it through the field, you can zoom in and zoom out and really do all those functions. You notice we have no bar graph here, and of course the planter is moving. If I move my training mode box out of the way, I can see I now have my prime function there, just like, again, in the field, planter raised, you have your prime function. If I select my toolbar down option, we can of course see what it looks like going through the field. So now we have an active bar graph. I'll shrink that down out of the way. We now have an active bar graph. I can center, zoom in, and do really all of our functions that you're used to, again, if it was hooked to the planner. All of our functions on the right-hand side are active, so we can see what is under our Actions tab. We can see what active alerts we have, as well as all of our settings, and of course, our industry-leading health and diagnostics page. So you get a feel for what information you get out of the system, again, just like you were driving through the field. So I go in and see my single row information. This is exactly what it looks like driving through the field. So demo mode or training mode really allows you to get a feel for what that system's going to feel like, look like. You can change map layers just like you would in the field. You can change vacuum levels, downforce, all those features, again, allow you to get a feel for the system, refresh your memory. You can also walk through the process. If we close our task and we go back to the home page where we started in demo mode, you also can go through Manage and see what's under Manage, how to import farm and fields, all those type of things you can do in training mode. The nice part is, after you've done going through training mode, refreshing yourself, you feel confident that you're ready to go to the field. Again, if we go back to home and we go into our settings to turn training mode off, we simply go in to training mode and we can turn training mode off. One unique item, again, just adding to the feature set and the capabilities of training mode, is once we've turned it on, you'll notice we have our 3 alert levels. The nice part is it allows you to see what those alert levels look like and what those alert levels sound like. So if we turn alert error on, so our level 1 alert, you have to stop, something is wrong, you see what it looks like and it gives you an example. A level 2, same thing, it's a pop-up alarm at the bottom, you don't have to recognize it, and it simply goes away. So again, we give you a lot of options to, again, see what you want to see, get you an opportunity to get a good feel for it before you head to the field in the spring. Turn training mode off, we simply come in here, turn it off, it will exit training mode and take you right back to where we started before we turn training mode on.